Hello, accelerators. It's Mindset Monday. It is February 15th, and it's the day after Valentine's Day. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about today on Mindset Monday. I'm not as up to date as I normally am. And I don't know whether it's because I basically sat around and ate junk food all day yesterday. That could have something to do with it. It could be that I had a couple of cocktails with a friend. That could be the reason. Or it could just be that it's like February 15th and it's kind of gloomy outside and we're getting ready for a big snowstorm. But no matter what, I do want to address Valentine's Day. So, Valentine's Day, maybe you have a special someone in your life and maybe you don't. Hopefully, you had a good day yesterday. Whether you celebrated with your loved one, whether you celebrated by yourself, or whether you found something else to do with your time. For me, I actually picked an afternoon. I finished a great book on Saturday. And then yesterday, I decided, since the book was written by Matthew McConaughey, I would do kind of a Matthew McConaughey movie marathon. So that's what I did. I also made some good food because it was all about self-care this weekend. And I had an opportunity to spend a few hours with a friend. So I want you to think of today as an opportunity to give your company, your business, and yourself a little love. First of all, you want to be able to take some time for yourself every single day. Now, I know that that might be difficult, and I know that you might actually have to schedule it into your calendar. I do. But whether you're walking, working out, reading a book, meditating, or just thinking about ways that you can love yourself, all of those things are important to give yourself the time that you deserve. People, back when I worked in corporate, people used to talk about work-life balance. I don't really think it's about balance, because when you think about balance, that means that for one side to be more than the other, you have to add to it, which means you're probably taking away, right? Because you only have 100% of your time. So in order for work to go down and life to go up, there's got to be a shift. I think of it now more as work-life harmony, that it's actually more about synergy. So you're actually making, when your work and your life go together, you're actually making something bigger than the sum of the parts. Okay? So you're actually accentuating each one. Some would say that's what happens when you get married. That you have two separate people and together you make more than two people. But here we're talking about work, business, life. They have to be in harmony with each other in order for you to have this synergistic effect that your work is helping your life and your life is helping your work. Secondly, I want you to think a little bit about, in February, I want you to focus on public relations as opposed to advertising. All right? Advertising is paying to get your name or your product or your service in front of people. Public relations is more an acknowledgement that you have done something good. All right? Could be a news story. It could be a human interest story. It could be the fact that you're giving back to your community. And that gets highlighted in a publication that goes to your local community. Could be about a community gift that you provide. Could be about a partnership that you have with somebody else, some other business that exists locally or maybe not so much locally. I'm thinking about a company near me. Their name is Ross Environmental, and they actually provide hazardous waste removal. They're a giant incinerator environmental company, okay? They have a huge plant about 20 miles south of where I live. And ever since the pandemic started, they have had lunch delivered for all 3 shifts every Monday to the plant where their workers work, basically 24/7. Okay. What they did is, instead of hiring a franchise or a really large catering company, they went to a local supplier, a local restaurant that was shut down in the pandemic, and they have that restaurant deliver the 3 lunches for the 3 different shifts. So in a way, the fact that they're feeding 400 people at this huge plant has kept that restaurant in business through what's been a really awful period for their business. But at the same time, it's allowed Ross Environmental to do something nice for their employees, and also to boost the reputation that they have for providing local support. That's the sort of thing that you want to be looking for in your own business that could be highlighted by a television station, a newspaper, or a local magazine. Basically, the 2 companies came together and they're doing something that neither one of them could have done alone. And it turned out to be bigger than the activities that they could have taken part in separately. All right, so PR, not advertising, is number 2. The third tip is to show the love to your employees or your clients. If you don't have any employees, then you need to get that out there to those clients and prospects. It could be anything. It could be doing a check-in email. It could be sending them a gift. My personal favorite is handwritten thank you notes, because it's kind of retro and vintage. Now, don't expect them to get there anytime soon, because as you know, the mail delivery is not really great right now. But when it comes in the mail, your client, the recipient, is going to be very happy about the fact that they got a handwritten note from you. You don't use it to promote your business. You use it to acknowledge and share the love with your customers, clients, and prospects. Fourth, you're going to look at your plan for 2021 and see how you're doing. Why? Because it's February 15th. The first quarter's half over. What? You don't have a plan? Well, my suggestion then is that you make a plan. It could be as simple as saying what you want to accomplish by the end of this year. Last week, I talked about writing a letter to your future self. Pretend that it's the 31st of December in 2021, and you're talking about, in your letter, you're talking about all the fantastic things that happened in your business and in your life. So I encourage you that if you don't have a plan down on paper, you want to put one down on paper, because until you actually write it down and share it with somebody, it's really not a plan. It's just a wish. Fifth, you want to be able to continue to learn. This is another way that we can show ourselves self-love. And the reason that you want to continue to learn is so that you can continue to grow. Very, very important. I also like to say that, feeding your brain is almost like feeding the muscles in your body. So you want to exercise your brain as much as you exercise your body. If you're not exercising your body, well, maybe that's something that you want to put down as your plan for 2021. Think about solving the hard problems, okay? Spend some time. Don't rush into a decision, but analyze things. Think about strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats for your business. And then put down different things that you would do to resolve those things. How can you capitalize on your strengths? How can you minimize your weaknesses? How you can take advantage of more of the opportunities in your business, and how you can eliminate some of the threats. I just want to let you know that I believe that you've got this. We all have what it takes to be successful. We all can be successful. Sometimes we have to tell the little voice on our shoulder to hush up, but with the right mindset, with the right tools, maybe with a little bit of help from our friends, a coach, compadres, other people in the business world, you can get to where you want to be, not only today or this month or this year. I'm wishing you all the greatest success. If you're interested in joining my online classroom and learning a little bit more about how relationship marketing can become a habit in your business, you're going to take a look at this website on the screen. Join the group. You have to answer 3 simple questions, but then I'll admit you into the group and you can poke around and take advantage of some free training, free downloads, and an opportunity to hear from me live on Facebook twice a week. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for Traction Tuesday at 10. This is the opportunity that I have to give you some weekly tips on how you can move forward in your business, get unstuck, and accelerate your success. If you're interested in linking up with me, I would love to have an opportunity to get connected to you on LinkedIn. My Instagram handle is Diane or at Diane Accelerates. And if you're interested in getting my newly launched Weekly Traction Tips, which is a newsletter for solo entrepreneurs trying to move forward in their business, all you have to do is send me a little direct message and I'll put you on the list. Thanks so much. Have a great week. And don't forget to give yourself some love.